Hello everyone, Gaming with Priesty, Newcastle Jets in the Premier League, episode 7 for this season, and start off this episode at McDonald Jones Stadium against Leeds United. And you all remember Leeds United absolutely towed us up last season 6-0, probably our worst defeat ever in the save. So it'll be interesting to see if we can get some revenge on Leeds in this game here. Morelos, the former Rangers striker, playing up top for Leeds United. That's an interesting transfer. Not sure if it's the 4-1-4-1 that caused us a few problems there last season. They just caught us on a red hot day, maybe, as we forced the first save of the game. So Robert Turn, he was the one who absolutely destroyed us last year, scored a hat-trick. And you see here, look at that footwork from the AI. Just can't get the ball off them. And that is a really well-worked goal from Leeds. 38 minutes into the game. Pavetta there. 1-0, well worth the celebration. Right on half time though, Barrios charged into the box, trying to get us back in the game, and unfortunately shoots straight at the keeper. Wasn't a great angle for a shot, but is what it is. Move into the second half here. Lacazette, he hits it straight at the keeper as well on the hour mark, and then Shackleton comes up with a block on the cross. Move in now, just 20 minutes remaining. Ramsey, no one comes to close him down, so he charges into the box, and that is a really good save, diving away to his left there. He whipped the ball into the box, and Thilo Kehrer gets up, but I mean, that's an absolutely shambolic header, and I'm not sure what's going on with that animation there, because from that replay, it's almost physically impossible for him to put that header where it ended up going. But here we go, late in the game. I'm not sure who that is. Sorry, gets us the equaliser in the 89th minute. I think this is only going to go one way here. Robert Tone charges into the box, plays it across. Hugo Lloris, though, comes up with a massive save, and you think it's going to finish 1-1, but unfortunately for us, Mitchell, the striker, on off the bench. He's there defending at the front stick and just gets out leaped by the attacker there, and disappointing 2-1 loss to Leeds. They've done it to us again. Although not 6-0, so some people would say that's a mark of the improvement. But we absolutely dominated that game. Aside from the 2 goals they scored, I mean, they did create that other great chance late in the game that Lloris put off a really good save. But disappointing loss 2-1 there at home against Leeds, and then it's not going to get any easier here at home. McDonald Jones Stadium against Liverpool. Donian Maylan, the one to watch here. And you can see why. Forces a great save out of Lloris. Ball forced to Goretzka, and then he passes it across to Maylan, then across to Raskin there, and straight over to give Jurgen Klopp a cuddle. And we're 1-0 down against the Reds. You see we charge into the box there, Barrios, and he just misses. And then from the following corner, we get up and we force Allison into a great save, Delaney there. And then from the next corner, Delaney once again forced Allison. Much easier save for the Brazilian goalkeeper this time. Donian Maylan plays a beautiful ball through there for Goretzka, tearing us to absolute shreds. See here, Delaney has a couple of cracks at getting rid of it, but can't get rid of it. Goretzka does some nice work, holds the ball up well, right on half time, plays it back to Raskin. That's a beautiful finish. And we're 2-0 down at home against Liverpool, so this could be 2 losses on the bounce just after the hour mark. Fabinho plays a beautiful ball out to Mane, and Goretzka once again just absolutely does the business. He's a beast, and he lays it off this time. And it's 3-0. I think that's Chiesa who's made the move to Liverpool. And 3-0 down. We would just keep pushing forward, trying to get a consolation goal. Ravella would force a nice save out of Allison, diving away to his right-hand side from the following corner. I think that's the third time Delaney, and that's a beautiful save with Allison's foot. It's the third time Delaney's won the header off the corner, but can't get the goal here late in the game, and that just sums it up. Lacazette just in the 6-yard box and no one around him. Can't rifle off the shot early enough. And 3-0 loss at home to Liverpool. So that's 2 losses on the bounce this episode. Disappointing. We're up around 7th or 8th in the league, I believe. So, yeah, we're just going to slip down the ladder. You can't be affording to lose too often in this league. You see, yeah, Manchester City on top, United just 1 point behind, Liverpool just 1 point behind them, Chelsea just 1 point behind them, and then Leicester and Wolves tied, just 1 point behind them on 27, then Spurs just 1 point behind them on 26. Really tight up the top of the ladder, but we're falling down to 12th, those 2 losses on the bounce. 5 wins, 2 draws, 7 losses. Really disappointing. And then we move into the next game of the episode, away from home against West Ham. And sometimes things go well for you and sometimes they don't. You see Adley there, beautiful footwork, and then he lays the ball off. Nice shot. Lloris gets down to his right very well though from the following corner there. Adley, nice spin, gets around his defender, and Vlasic there, beautiful, lays it back off to Adley, and West Ham United are 1-0 up. We look like we're heading for 3 losses in a row here. You just can't afford that if you want to chase European football in the league next season. You play Lacazette in, he gets in behind, does a little dink over the keeper. He actually showed some reasonable pace there to hold the defender off and just hits into the crossbar. So the score remained 1-0. Straight after half time there, we hit the post. I think that's Ravella who just curls one around and strikes the post, and then Woodman in goals comes out and punches the corner. Just over 20 minutes remaining. This time, Mitchell, beautiful strike from the young player. He doesn't get much of a run in this team, but he's been around the team for a long time, so it's nice to see him score that equaliser there. And then when things aren't going your way, they're not going your way. You see Magellan gets pulled up for the handball, and I'm not sure there's just kicks it straight into his elbow. It's not like he's got his arm out or anything, but we get plenty of those, and so it's hard to argue with that. 82nd minute, West Ham United go back into the lead, and it could be 3 losses on the bounce for us. We're in the added time now. Ravella plays a beautiful ball through for the Super Swede. No one around him in the area. That's disappointing defending from the Hammers, but we won't argue. Really late goal to nick us a point there away from home. Good just to avoid defeat, really, after those couple losses in a row. That wasn't a win. Gets us back on track in some ways, and just shows the mental strength that this team is starting to gain our second season in the Premier League. And yeah, we'd like to think that we're going to go a lot better than what we did in the first, where we struggled for a long time and only just got out of the relegation dogfight in the last few weeks. We see here, we're just absolutely killing the Europa League, and I guess that says a lot about the standard of play from the Premier League compared to the rest of Europe, as our final group game against Bodø Glimt, the Norwegian outfit, who flogged, I think I've said this repeatedly, they absolutely flogged Jose Mourinho's Roma 6-0 in real life recently. Jose Mourinho, the special one, gets in. I was listening to this the other day. He got into the press conference afterwards and just said, I've only got 3 good players. Uh, no wonder the players don't want to go out and do the job for him. So the Norwegian side has a good chance to take the lead early in the game, just to the outside of the upright, and then just after the half hour mark, they would have another chance to take the lead. Another shot that doesn't force a save from the keeper. And if he missed too many chances, you know what the old saying is, we're going to go down the other end, we're going to put pressure on. And it's nice to see us, for a change, turn the ball over in their box, and we score the goal. Mitchell again, that's 2 goals in 2 games for him. Does the worm to celebrate, and we're 1-0 up. This result would have no bearing on the group stage for us whatsoever, so we're just playing for a little bit of prize. See, Matty Ryan makes a nice save to his right, as are the Norwegians. I'm not sure if third place takes them into the final stages of the Europa Conference League. You see, that's an excellent opportunity there that we really should have taken. So maybe a win for them would keep them in Europe, but I'm not entirely sure. So you play the ball back to Stubbs, who's got a good goal-scoring record, and you see why there. Gets the ball out from under his feet and just hammers it past the goalkeeper at the near post. He'd be disappointed that he didn't save that one, the goalkeeper for the Norwegian side. But see there, 5 wins and 1 draw for us from the group stage. Hard to argue with our form in Europe, although our form in the Premier League is a little bit indifferent. Getting close to the end of the episode, guys. We have a look at the league ladder. Manchester City still on top, still reasonably tight at the top of the ladder. So that's it for today, guys. Leave a comment, subscribe if you're not already, and drop a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much.